All right, guys, today is a good day. You know why? Because we got a B&H box. Let's find out what's inside. So, I already opened this box because I fully expected it to be like most B&H boxes that I get, where inside the B&H box is another box, and that was not the case with this. This came in a hard case, which I was not aware that it did, but this is great. Shout out to Teradek, and I'm super excited in this video to unbox the Teradek Bolt 6. The Bolt 6 is Teradek's most recent release in terms of wireless zero delay video, and I've always wanted to try Teradek. Honestly, we've tried a couple different systems. We've tried the Vaxis Atom system, which was fine, but it has some pretty bad latency and image quality overall just isn't that great. And so I've really always battled with, should we just go for the industry standard, get the Teradek system, or should we try to find a more budget option like Hollyland or Axoon or Vaxis to try to get something that's a little bit more affordable? The Teradek systems are pretty expensive. And so when I saw this one on B&H Deal Zone the other day for $500 off, I couldn't turn it down. It was too good of a deal. I've never seen Teradek stuff on sale, let alone at such a steep discount, and let alone being their newest, latest, and greatest product. A lot of times what happens on with Deal Zone is as they're phasing out the last of the stock of their older model, getting ready to release a new one, they'll run it on Deal Zone so that you think you're getting the latest at a really significant discount, which you are. Deal Zone is incredible, don't get me wrong, I check it every day. But you don't normally see the flagship stuff on Deal Zone. It's usually the model that they're phasing out to replace with a new one. And Teradek releases new products all the time, so by the time this video is posted, they'll probably have a new product out there. But for now, this is the most recent version of Teradek's video transmission. This is the Bolt 6 LT 750, and this is the HDMI version only. The reason for this is it was $1,500 cheaper than the SDI version. The 4K LT with all of the same feature set, but with SDI, is double the cost essentially of what I paid for this kit. It's around $3,200 just for the transmitter and receiver if you want SDI, whereas if you go with the HDMI only version, it's $1,990. But like I said, I got this on Deal Zone for $1,500, which I felt like was an absolute steal. I couldn't turn it down. And what I love about this kit is that this will last us for years to come with the ability to transmit 4K video. It's one of the only systems out there that will do 4K video, especially lossless transmission and with zero delay. Teradek actually has a patent on that technology. And so I couldn't turn it down. I had to have it. So let's get in and see what's inside this kit. Starting off with this awesome SKB case. I super appreciate when companies do stuff like this. The fact that it's a brand name case too is a big deal. They could have cheaped out and gone Nanook or some other cheap brand of case, but this is a official SKB branded case. It's very nice. You got the logo, it's labeled. I mean, this is just sick. So it looks like this case is actually built out to be modular based on what system that you have. So upon opening it up, you see that we have the receiver slot here, the transmitter slot here, or maybe this is the receiver here. Yep. So we have slots in the case actually for 2 receivers because this can pair to multiple receivers. So that's nice that they built that space in here. So if we wanted to pick up another receiver down the road to be able to have a separate monitor somewhere else, we can do that and we can just add it right in here. So looks like it's built out for if you were to buy a 1 to 2 kit, that you would be able to do that and they would just give you the same case. First thing we have is the transmitter. Now what I'll say just immediately on touching it, this thing is solid aluminum. The heat sink, basically the whole body is effectively a heat sink with leaving room so that you don't get it up against things and air can flow. But this thing feels honestly incredible. It feels like it's meant to go on my camera with a tilted cage, and it's meant to look and feel very premium. It's not super heavy, but it's got a little bit of weight to it. And it feels so much nicer than the Vaxis system. This is a premium system. This feels super nice. Next up, we have the receiver. And what I will say is it's actually a little bit smaller and lighter weight than I had thought based on the images, based on seeing other people do unboxings. It's not as big of a beast as I thought it would be as far as the receiver goes. So that is the receiver. You get your antennas that are already installed. Let's see, we got some stickers. Love stickers, have to put those on the Pelicans, or maybe on this one. AC power adapter for either one of these, I would assume. They both feature the same 2-pin LEMO connection. I'm a little bummed they didn't give you a few more power options. I think there is okay, so they did give you a DTAP to 2-pin LEMO that I will plan to use on the transmitter side so that I can power that from a V-mount battery. As far as I know, the only two ways to power these are either by using one of the battery attachments that you have to attach to each side. You can do V-mount or gold mount, or using that 2-pin LEMO here. I don't believe you can power it through USB, although that would be kind of nice to be able to power it from just a normal battery bank or something like that. But I do have to figure out how to power the receiver because the batteries we use on our director's monitor are not V-mounts. They're L-series batteries or MPF batteries, but they do have a barrel connection. So I am gonna try and see if I can go barrel out to this 2-pin for the receiving end for the director or client monitor or whatever we ended up using that for. Now, in addition, pretty standard stuff. You just get different adapter plates for different countries for this power adapter, and then you get some short HDMI cables, USB to USB-C, and that's it. Pretty simple kit for what you get. I assume that, again, this is the case that they probably include with a bunch of their different kits, and if you get more stuff, they can fill them out. There's some empty holes here that weren't filled with this kit, but pretty much that's what you get here. Just to briefly go over the transmitter and receiver. On the transmitter side, you have a little screen right here, a button, and then you have your power switch down here. This button is also a joystick, so this is kind of how you navigate the menus and navigate the device. On the back here, you have HDMI in as well as a loop out. You have a 5-pin USB. That is for camera control, I believe. If you were to use this with a small HD smart monitor that can control your RED or RE camera, this 5-pin USB can plug in so that you can control your camera through this system, which is really nice. Going over to the receiver side here, it's pretty much exactly the same. You have your joystick, you have your on and off switch on the front, and then on the back, you just have an HDMI out, just one. You have a USB port, and then same 5-pin USB and 2-pin LEMO for power. So pretty simple in terms of input and output. This system will do 4K up to 30 frames per second in 10-bit 422. The video is supposed to be lossless, and from what I've heard, I'm really excited to try this because it should be a huge upgrade to what we've been using for wireless video, in addition to the fact that it's virtually zero delay, which I'm very excited about as we continue to build out our FX6, rig it up with the Nucleus M follow focus system, and really being able to utilize that more, having a zero delay system that gives crystal clear image quality. And for those of you wondering what's the difference between this and the 4K, really the only difference is that this now opens up the 6 gigahertz band, which just means it's a new highway that has less congestion, and so it has that extra band to be able to hop to if the 5G or 2.4G are completely congested or you're in a busy area. It has that other lane to work with. But outside of that, as far as the LT goes, I don't believe there's really any other difference. It's just adding that 6 band, but it does do 4K, and I mean, it just looks sick, and I'm really excited to see how they perform. We will do a full review of these after we've had some time to test them out. Would love to do a latency test, show you guys how quick they are and really the quality that they bring. And so we will be updating. Give us like a couple months to test these, to use them on shoots, to put them through their paces and to do a proper review. I can't really speak to how well they work yet because I haven't tried them out, but I just wanted to open it up, show you guys what all comes in this most basic kit. Shouts out to you, B&H, and thanks for awesome deals on awesome products. We'll see you guys in the next video.